back. I want to bring in North Carolina Congressman Mark Walker. Congressman, thanks for stopping in.
Always a privilege. Thank you.
All right, now, as you know, it was a pretty close race last night. Dan Bishop won by 2 percentage points over the Democrat Dan McCready. I want to get your response to this notion that deep red districts like the 9th should be much easier for Republicans than what we saw last night.
Well, I think you have a unique situation. The opponent, Dan McCready, has been running and raising money for 2.5 years, 27, 28 months. So for us to come out with a win, I think that was a huge thing. A win's a win. But it was interesting. You could start to see the night begin to move a little bit when Dan Bishop, our conservative guy that won, when CNN about 9 o'clock began to talk about why he should win, I knew that was a good sign. And of course, he came home, finished strong. It give you one statistic to make a difference here. Cumberland County was won by 4.5% by the Democrat 2018, just a year ago. Last night, Dan Bishop won it outright. I believe we're trending in the right direction. Right.
There was a big time change in Cumberland County. Last night's Republican wins, there were 2 in the 3rd and the 9th in North Carolina, of course, happening during this trade war with China. So how does that make you feel about Republican chances in 2020? Because the president's aggressive tariff strategy may or may not be going anywhere.
Well, obviously that remains to be seen, and I believe in North Carolina it is a mixture, eclectic purple state, but it still has a big ag community. At this point, they're still behind the president. He has done 2 or 3 big rallies in these ag and in these rural, and I would also say military communities, and these guys are strong behind the president to this point. Trade is a factor in this. I don't want to undermine that, but at this point in North Carolina, it looks like the president is trending in a very strong manner.
Well, Congressman, there's a lot being said about some new powerhouse numbers in today's economy, from the median household income to the poverty rate to unemployment numbers, of course. Republicans are saying the president's proposed USMCA trade deal would add even more support to the American worker. But to your knowledge, is Nancy Pelosi warming up to this idea enough to get this done?
We are trying to put pressure on her, and here's why. The bottom line is this, Patrick, of why she can't, or why she doesn't want to vote on this, is because she knows there's enough Democrats, specifically in middle America, that see the numbers. They know this will create tens of thousands, not just hundreds, but tens of thousands of jobs in their state. Mexico's already increasing in a trade partner. The Canadian Prime Minister wants to close this deal for his future potential political sake. This is a good deal for America, and the longer that she declines to get it to the House floor for a vote, I believe she is gambling on House money, and I'm talking about this House, which I mean could be a pitfall for her, hoping she has a change of heart and allow the American people to be able to continue to expand on this great economy.
Well, I'm going to ask you for a little inside baseball here. Is there any willingness, to your knowledge, to bend on any Democrat concerns like labor enforcement? We heard the Ways and Means Committee Chair Richard Neal raise that issue today, saying labor enforcement is an issue for them. Is there any way that Republicans are willing to bend, or is this thing ready to go? Let's go.
Well, it should be good to go by itself, because if you're blocking it right now, you are standing in the way of prosperity for middle America, middle income families. They know it. She's getting pressure. Right now, they're trying to throw some things that will stick to the wall. Republicans are always willing to negotiate on something that betters the lives for moms and dads across this country. Right now, it's her move. Hopefully, we'll get something in good faith, and then we can come back to the table and get this thing voted, passed into law. The president's waiting to sign it into law as we speak.
Any timeline you can let us in on? Do you have a guess?
I think at this, well, my guess is if it doesn't happen by the end of October, it's going to get tough. Hopefully, there'll be some movement. We've got a full legislative month calendar in September that we can begin to get some momentum now.
Okay. Congressman Mark Walker of North Carolina, as always, we appreciate you stopping in.
Always a privilege.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.